Merry Christmas, everybody. I am so happy to be releasing an episode of the Scarlet Edit on Christmas Day because, the thing about podcasting is that you release it and then it's there. So this episode is here for you whenever it is you feel like you need it. Hanukkah ended on Monday, so I just wanted to wish all of my Jewish listeners a happy Hanukkah. I hope you were able to enjoy time with your friends and family and celebrate your 8 beautiful nights. And if you're listening today on Christmas Day, Merry Christmas. Thank you for choosing to spend part of this beautiful day with me. I know some people take breaks over the holidays, and I did consider it, but I love doing these solo episodes. I just thought it would be fun to come on and wish everyone a Merry Christmas and just talk about one of my favorite ways to prepare for the new year. Now, I love music, and I'm pretty sure probably everybody listening can say the same. Music to me, it's like Trisha Yearwood has a song called The Song Remembers When. And basically, it's a song talking about how you can forget certain times, you can forget memories, you can forget moments, but you'll hear a song and it takes you back to that place, to that moment in time. Hence, the song Remembers When. So, what I love to do is create soundtracks for the whole year. My ex, who I was the other woman with, he and I had bonded over our mutual love of music. Okay, hold on. Back it up. We we had really bonded over our mutual love of music. One of our very first dates, we sat and we just played songs back and forth, back and forth. Most of them I had never heard the songs that he was playing me, and he had never heard the songs that I was playing him. So what I ended up doing was creating a playlist. Anytime he would send me a song or anytime I would send him a song throughout the course of our relationship, I would add it to that playlist. And so what was neat is that over time, you could kind of see the evolution of our relationship in some ways. Sometimes there would be songs that we both shared that were from many years past or had nothing to do with us. It wasn't like a love song or anything like that, but it still was cool to have this running list of music that we had shared with each other. So when that relationship ended, obviously that playlist ended and I wasn't adding any more songs to it, but I did still want to create playlists. So that's when I started creating annual playlists. And in 2023, I started naming them more intentionally. I named it Choosing Me because I was just really focused on my own personal growth, on not letting men get in my way of figuring out who I am and what I wanted. And then in 2024, I named the playlist Do More because I was out on my own career wise. I was out on my own, relationship wise. And it was just a daily reminder because I was constantly adding more to the playlist. So now 2025, this is so crazy because, you name a playlist and then you don't know what the year is really going to bring. But I did name it 25 New Life. And in retrospect, that was the perfect name because while I had no idea that the Scarlet Edit was in my future, turns out that 5 months later it was. And then I have been walking and creating this path ever since then. So 25 New Life, indeed. Now, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to name the playlist for 2026. Obviously, I do like a little rhyme if I can. I haven't really thought too much about it yet. I'm trying to think of words that rhyme with 6, and I'm not thinking of anything that's that appropriate. The first thing I'm thinking is dicks. So that's definitely not going to be the name of the playlist. Oh my gosh. But Anyway, I wanted to share that with you because I thought it was kind of cool. Because what's so neat is as your life evolves, different songs will kind of like strike a chord. So maybe if you're in a sad moment or a frustrated moment and you hear a song, you might think, oh my gosh, I love this song. I'm going to add it to my playlist. But then maybe a month later, you're just overjoyed and you're really happy. And maybe you hear a song that, reflects that. So the coolest part about all of it is that the song remembers when. So years from now, you may hear a song and think, oh my God, I so remember where I was when I heard that song and what I was going through. Or maybe a song will remind you of a person in your life. I certainly have had many of those. Obviously, the initial playlist was what got me started talking about this. But yeah, it's just really neat to see. And I mean, I don't know. I have so much fun with it. I do not think about genre. I don't think about tempo. It doesn't matter if it's fast, if it's slow. It doesn't matter if it even has words sometimes. There have been beautiful instrumental songs that I've added to the playlist. So this is just a encouragement for you to create your own playlist. And I would love to continue to share songs. In the Scarlet Edit, we did make a listener created, everybody submitted songs, breakup playlist. It's called TSE Listener Breakup Playlist. It's on Apple and Spotify. So if you haven't already taken a listen to that, you totally should. It's actually got some serious bops on there. Like, I have to say, that's what I love so much about music, is that you can share music with so many people and you're always learning new songs. There were so many songs that were submitted that I had never heard before. And like I said, it's a playlist of bops. It's definitely got some rage in there. So if you're going through anything and you want to hear some good ragey breakup songs, you should definitely take a listen. Well, everyone, I hope that your Christmas week was as great as it could be. I truly love the few days before Christmas. I just feel like there's always some extra sparkle in the air. There's just a little bit more joy. I feel like people are walking around just a little bit happier, and I love that. I also hope that you all have been able to take some time to rest, because I do think rest is so important, not only for our bodies, but for our minds as well. I have heard people say that creative people need time to rest because you need time for your brain to just wander and not be focused on one specific thing. I wholeheartedly agree with that, but I do not believe that it is just limited to people who have who are technically in a creative space. Now, for years, I never considered myself creative, and that's kind of a shame because I'm very creative. I mean, look at what I'm doing in here. Like, hello, why on earth did I ever think I wasn't creative? So, for some reason, you don't think you're creative. I promise you, you are. You just got to tap into where your creativity lives. And one of the best ways to do that is by rest. I have had some of the best days and come up with some of my best ideas when I have literally been doing nothing because my brain needed a break. So I hope that you are enjoying this Christmas week, this Christmas day. I hope you've had some time with family, with friends, with animals, with kids. And I hope that you are getting some rest as well, eating all of the cookies, all of the treats, and maybe you even got to go and see Santa too. If you follow me on Instagram, which you definitely should be at thescarlet.edit, or if you follow me over on TikTok at Nikki_Corbett_, you will have probably already seen the video that I posted the other night after I took my dog Norm to get a photo with Santa. It was the cutest thing ever. He is so photogenic. I am obsessed and I am so glad that I did it. So, Merry Christmas, everybody. I will be definitely back next week. I'm putting together some clips from all of the episodes of this season that have had discussion on affairs. So it's kind of like a best of, if you will, and that will be out on New Year's Day for all of you. So thank you so much for being a loyal listener of the Scarlet Edit. I am grateful for each and every one of you. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. We'll see you next week.